in his blindness, the loss of sight, gain of vision, mental breakdown, mental health, losing everything that you've ever worked hard for. But most importantly, do not lose yourself. The most bigger picture is to look up and go up. Through mental strength, you can overcome anything. The pain you feel is the strength that you get. If you are not in enough pain, then you are not ready to change.
Sbonga Mangwani. So Sbonga, it means thank you. Mangwani, it means my clan, where I come from, in Mangwanini. These are the rural places of KZN in the Drangaspeak Mountains, Bagville. My story is yet known, but still to be found out. But the story is him is blindness, the loss of sight, the gain of vision. I wasn't born blind. I encountered this while I was in my final year of university, but I got diagnosed of RP. So RP, it's what we call retinitis pigmentosa. So it's an eye genetic disorder which is not curable. So if maybe you can look at my eyes, they're okay. They look fine, but they can't see. But the problem is internal. So it's a rare eye genetic disorder which is not treatable and curable. Challenges were I wasn't born blind and encountered my blindness at my early 20s and at my early success of my life throughout my teaching career. But having to adapt was the most difficult thing in my life. But yeah, that is what it is. And I've accepted. And I'm okay with it now. It affected me in so many ways. First of all, I lost my job. I lost my passion. I lost my purpose. I lost myself. I literally lost everything. But then, as I said, what my story is the loss of sight but the gain of vision. So it affected me so much because I love sports, but I can't play anymore. I love maths, but I can't see the numbers anymore. I still love being physical, but I can't. So it's me against the world, like the world, and I just need to adapt. As difficult as it is, to be honest with you, I wouldn't wish for everyone to be blind because it's really challenging. And I don't like when I say that. I don't wish this to happen to anyone. I mean it. It's so difficult, but you adapt. Mm-hmm. Yeah. To be honest with you, assistance it's partially there. But me myself, being me, I like being independent. I hate to rely on people. But yet I have no choice but to always seek for assistance. So it is very challenging, especially in the academic space, whereby people do not understand you. You're just a stranger to them. So if it wasn't for my cane, I'd be probably looking like a thug, a toady or something. Because like people that will think that you're just trying to make them. This is Jobbik. We're all here for certain things and for certain reasons. So for the fact that people are not aware of visually impaired people, even the lecturers, some students, you see, like it's only a few. Like everywhere you go, it's like people get shocked as if like, hey, this guy is really blind. So it is challenging. There is partial assistance, and if you were to ask me what they talk about when they say inclusivity, trust me, that's bullshit. There's no such a thing. They pretend as if like there is. Like to say we had a strike trying to fight for the equal rights for people living with disabilities, especially the blind people. In the field of education, trust me, lecturers do not even know what to do when it comes to me. You're probably aware of that. Because I always have, like, they portray pictures there. I'm like, hey, don't forget there's a blind man there. Explain what the picture is all about. And yet I'm still expected to achieve the same way as you are. I'm no different to anyone. But the matter of the fact is, the reality is, I am different from you. You are better than me, but in my mind you aren't. So I try to outshine the sighted people with the odds that I'm having, but that's difficult. So people living with disability, not just visual impaired, we are not treated equally. I never thought I was going to be disabled. That's the thing. So the same ignorance that I had when I was fully able, it affects me now. Now that I am disabled, differently able. Yet I'm looking at these people and I'm like, hey, so this is how I ignored things that I shouldn't ignore. So put yourself under the shoes of the person that you judge. But anyways, it is what it is. Truth be told, I can talk about it as they always do. My question is to you, who needs to do something? The government? The politicians? They're not going to do anything. We're only going to talk about it. We only going to talk about it. They heard our voices. We've wrote. But wise words coming from a lower man falls into dead ears. They'll never hear you because you're not in power. I'm not going to say anything because still they're not going to do anything. I do philosophy. I love it. And psychology. The purpose of this is to help other people that may have went through the same mental breakdown and depression that I went through. And do not think that the solution is to take your life. I've tried to commit suicide 3 times because I don't know what was going on in my life. They'll tell you go to school, you'll get a good job. That's what I did. I behaved. I was a good student. I was a good teacher. But all that was taken away from me. Yet, I had to live again. I was like, what's the purpose of living? But because of mental breakdown and mental depression and stuff, as most of us suffer from it. But the solution, it mustn't be to take your life, but it's to strive, refine yourself, redefine yourself. I love the UJ slogan, rethink, reinvent, reimagine yourself. That's the purpose of a psychologist and a philosopher, and that's what I'm trying to pursue, is to help other people to overcome the difficult times. Do not become the victim of your circumstances, but become the victor of your circumstances. That's right. Hopefully that answers your questions. I don't have any fear. I'm a stoic. I'm a philosopher. I fear nothing.
We become what we think about. True mental health and mental well-being, your mind can overcome everything. Yet, it's tough, but the journey begins in your mind. Hence, it's very important for one to keep their mental health on point, because if your brain is okay, you can overcome everything. Let's keep working hard, no matter how hard it is. Nothing can stop a man but by himself. It's never too late to become what we were meant to be, no matter how blind you are. But if your mind can see, then you can overcome everything. I do not walk by sight, I walk by faith. I don't need my eyes to see, but I need to have vision, and this is what I have. I am stronger than I was before. I am better than good and better than the most. I am willing to overcome everything, and I am not the victim of my circumstances, but I am the victim of my circumstances. I am stronger than pain. I am ready for it. I am coming for everything that the world has got to offer me. Stay strong, for we know that we become strong through what we go through. Once the going gets tough, the tough gets going. Nothing can stop a man with a vision. Fix your brain, fix your mind, stay healthy and wise. The blind beast. This is the journey of the blind beast.